IVC, Dale Gatefold 33, back Sunday morning. Hadn't intended making a video. Richard promised to lay off, and then Bill at Vinyl Lists, or Bill Vinyl Lists, piles in with a challenge, and I can't resist a challenge. Well, I was trying to resist a challenge. I saw Richard posted an entry, and then I wanted to see if I could just beat Richard's score. So I've got my list here. I had to. So Bill's, he wants us to name as many album titles, song titles, artist titles, and that have elements from the periodic table. So I had to go onto the trusty Wikipedia and look up the periodic table. Yeah, I think I got an E in my chemistry O level. So which even I know is not an element. So I probably should have thrown that back at them and said, you can't give me an E, it's not an element. But anyway, they did. So yeah, so I've managed to scrabble around as per normal, and find a response of sorts. So let's get on with it. I'll start with the CDs. So, and second tier CDs first. So Sonic Youth Goo album, and these are not in the order of the periodic table. These are in the order that I managed to get them out. Goo, and there is a track on here called Titanium Expose. Richard showed, oh yeah, plenty of repeats in this. This was really hard. I should have said this was really hard. I've only just crept over the line. Yeah, so I think if you're into deep prog or black metal or something like that, you can probably do this, but the kind of average punter like me, it was stretching it. So anyway, second up, Richard shows this in its proper form. So this is Mike Oldfield compilation that has platinum on it. Richard showed the whole album with the whole track on it. Okay, this is the only kind of delve into a various artist comp, which is quite unusual for me. So this is one of the 3 CD box sets with a booklet exploring different aspects of music. This is 1980, the dawn of synth pop music, and there is an artist on disc 2 called Silicon Teens. I had plenty of silicone, or not plenty, too, but silicon, that's the only silicon I could find. Next up we have Pink Fairies. This is a CD, triple CD covering their 3 albums, and one of them has on Kings of Oblivion, Chromium Plating is on that. Okay, the soundtrack to the film 1917, and there's a song, A Bit of Tin, on that. So Homogenic by Bjork, and All Neon Like on that album. And then finally for the CDs, and like others, I could not find Aluminium, so I had to go with the incorrect spelling of it, and Aluminum Park off of My Morning Jacket's album Evil Urges. I think that's it to the CDs. Now on to albums. So a rarity for me is an album still in the shrink, because it's got the sticker stuck on the front of the shrink, number 2 of 250. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet, although I've had it for years. So this is Octopus Sing from his album Hollow Ghost, and there is a track on this which if I could open the gatefold I could show you. Carbon Dust and Latin Romances. So Carbon. I'm pleased I managed to find lead, not lead. So I showed this recently on a Finds video, the Scarred for Life, this kind of homage to scary kids TV of the 70s, done a modern homage to it, and there is a track on here, The City of Golden Lead. So that's lead. One of a metal or heavy rock album anyway, Catatonia, and Sulphur, spelt with an F, Sulphur. This was shown by Bill, I believe, at Nirvana's and Lithium on side 1 of Nevermind. So neo-psych band Electric Eye and the song Mercury Rise. Pink Floyd's Obscured by Clouds, and The Gold It's in The, from that, for Gold. And Echo and the Bunnymen, Ocean Rain, and the opening track on this album, Silver. From the Claypipe, the wonderful Claypipe label, and with their beautiful illustrations on their albums, and Gilroy Mears Alderstrop, and there is a stop on these Train's Journey, Torva, and the Copper Mines for copper. I think these have appeared before, but the Alalas from Worship the Sun album, their second album, and Buffalo Nickel. Right, you're going to have to allow me this. This is Pie Corner Audio, and the album they put out, Sleep Games, on the wonderful Ghostbox label. So there's a track on here called Chlorine. It doesn't appear on the vinyl, but the digital download, it has additional tracks on it. So it's a bonus track on this album called Chlorine, but I can't show it to you on the vinyl because it's not on the vinyl. We've got now jazz, or sort of jazz dub. Nat Birchall from Sounds Almighty album, and the opening track, Youth Iron Rock for Iron. Bill showed this as well, I think. Palladium off of Weather Report's album, Heavy Weather. And Bill showed this. I couldn't find anything else. This is the best and the closest I could get. Oxygen for Oxygen. So it must be all right. And Richard showed this. So Iodine from Leonard Cohen's Death of a Ladies' Man. So that's 21. And then we were allowed a bonus, which I think was we could have compounds. Well, there were many categories that we could use for our one bonus point. I've chosen compounds. So, and the compound I've chosen is off of Bill Fay's debut album. There is a track on this on side 2, Methane River. So methane is CH4. I had to write that down. I only got an E in chemistry. CH4. Yeah, that's my bonus. So that is 22. So thanks. It's still early morning. I can still get in the garden. I'm going to the garden centre. I've got a long list. I'm going to try and sort my lawn out, get rid of the moss over this summer. So yeah, I'm sure you need to know that. So yeah, cheers Bill, and take care everyone. Cheers, mate.